Season 2 of the Pat and JT podcast.
Oh man, I'm here at last. The best time, always gonna be the best. Come on!
Exclusively on the Hurrdat Media Network.
402-403-9478. Texting or email us, hey@patandjt.com. You can do that. You can also post on any of our social media, which it's Pat and JT at Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
It's fun when you still get group emails from a place you used to work. Anyway,
yeah, right? Hope that casserole lunch is fun for the whole staff.
Anyway, happy holidays.
And I love how you haven't said, hey, by the way, idiots, or blocked them. Like, nah, I'm good.
I'm fine. I'll wait for the all staff
I think
memo.
it's funny they don't do like an inventory on who's on there.
I would go through and purge. You know, it's like, and I know that happened before with a lot of other, and it probably happens a lot of other places too, that they assign emails and then somebody leaves, but nobody ever goes in and reassigns. Like, I wonder if anybody has our old phone number. We never had a phone. We just had a phone number and a place to leave voicemail. You're going to call it, aren't you?
Like, yeah, I'm going to call it.
And we had just a phone number for supposedly for our office. We never had one, but it went to voicemail, and then we didn't know how to check it because we did get the code eventually, but it was just not something that was on our radar. But we had a phone number for a while. We'll see if it got reassigned. Yeah. Nobody knew how to reset the machine. That was the thing.
Right.
As far as the whole system that
they
had,
so hilarious,
which is like 20 years old. Nobody knew how to reset. It's like, I bet you could Google and find a manual somewhere online.
And I don't even know, like, because we had a direct, I mean, it would be super easy. You can Google, and you can find anything on
as far as
YouTube.
The manuals
so
and things like that.
I'm going to try our old direct number and see if that works. I can't believe I still remember it.
After saying it over and over for 18,000 years.
I bet. Here we go. I think this is probably it.
Okay.
What if somebody answers besides us?
Good morning, NRG Media.
Ah!
I know who that was.
That was me
you
too.
should have said hi.
No, too nervous.
That's me.
I hope they don't have caller. Oh, they don't have caller ID. It's too expensive. Okay, never mind. Okay, so our old whatever extension guy just got routed back to the hub.
It goes to the front office.
That's fun.
Okay, well, that was fun. That was something new and unscripted.
Right, that was totally new and unscripted.
Didn't expect to do that. I wanted to throw out a congratulations to Kip. He runs and has his family has Jack and Mary's restaurant. Mm-hmm. They come up a lot lately for some reason, but they got such good food. Anyway, his sister has OPD canine tie.
Yeah,
that's his family. That's one of his moms, and they have two other little doggies, Frank and Copper, which are the Deadbeat Bros.
Yeah.
They joined TikTok.
Oh, nice.
And their inaugural video was the one of the two little guys dressed up as reindeer, and they're pulling their human cousin baby in his little roller thing. He's dressed as Santa Claus. And so Copper takes off, and Frank wasn't ready to go, so he got booted in the booty, and he takes off, and it has so far 190,000 likes and over 50,000 shares.
Jeez, that's huge.
They're going to own it.
That is humongous. Good for them.
Deadbeat Bros.
On TikTok as well, Deadbeat Bros?
Yeah. It might be under the Deadbeat Bros, but that's what it is on Twitter, and then you can find them in there.
That's a lot for their first video?
I think it is their first, because he said all he wrote was, my sister's dogs joined TikTok, and they've gone viral.
See, that confuses me because on that account, because the dogs talk about each other as brothers and sisters. I get that confused with the human mom and
the human cousin and the human mom.
It's just
stuff.
A lot to follow.
It is. So yeah, Frank and Copper making tracks.
That's hilarious.
In the TikTok universe. So very nice.
We got an email from Jennifer. It says it's to hey@patandjt.com. It says, hi, Pat and JT. Jennifer, my boyfriend just bought a bidet and I thought of you. Says, my 4-year-old said she's very excited to try it out. 4-year-old, which is great. Start him young, keeping it clean down there. It starts like a, in parentheses, F word, mess to me. It says, I'll report back to you guys and let you know how it goes. Pat, did you ever end up getting one for yourself? And I didn't, Jennifer, but my wife messaged me randomly in the day yesterday, and there's one called Clean My Hiney, or the Hiney Cleaner or whatever. I've seen it on Instagram for $80. Like they're advertising.
I found one.
Hiney
It's a better
Helper.
deal. It's a better deal.
Well, it doesn't come with a T-shirt that says "Ask me about my butthole." That's what the Heine one
That's
comes.
you
That's
paid
what,
$80 for the T-shirt.
That's what she messaged me. She goes, "Oh my God, this is going to seal the deal for you buying this bidet." And it showed me the T-shirt and it says, "Ask me about my butthole." I mean, that is perfect.
Wow.
If it's bidet clean, you can ask me about it all day.
Clear rear.
That's not what it is, but I love that name.
Clear rear should be at my house tomorrow.
You got it?
I ordered one.
Oddly, that makes me very uncomfortable. Instantly, I'm uncomfortable.
Clear rear ends, clean as a whistle, is what it says. Yeah,
clear rear. Okay, I love the name. Well, I'm excited to hear because I bet it's going to be game changing.
I'm wondering. I didn't get the one with the. You could attach it to your warm water supply.
Yes,
because that was going to involve a hole in the vanity to get to the the sink.
Okay, but we all know with warm water, it takes a while for the water going up there to get warm. It's not going to work. It's not.
Be disappointing,
right?
Without a doubt.
How about just a little, hey, how you doing? A little wake up call there in the morning. Zoink. Hello. Push the elevator button. Hello.
Hilarious. See, I'm glad to hear other people are jumping on the bandwagon.
Yeah, Jennifer's boyfriend. So let us know how it goes, Jennifer.
Yes, please do.
This is, it says, hey, this is Jama, Jama.
Okay.
I don't know. It says, let's talk about TV for episode 223, which would be, okay.
Our episode?
Yeah, it says from 223. I thought that was yesterday. I guess.
Okay.
Anyway, whatever. Episode 223. It says there's a whole bunch of different points here.
Oh, we were talking about TV shows. Okay,
was JT's sadness show called Bloodline?
It was not.
Okay.
Rectify. That just popped in my head. Bloodline.
We were just talking about a bidet, so rectify. It's not too shocking.
I had to say it in my head once before I said it out loud because I was like, "Is that the right word?"
Is it?
But Bloodline, I did start watching that, and it is dark.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Okay. It says, was Pat referring to The Artist and she was excited about it? Not easy to read a movie, while trying to eat dinner requires a fork and knife, i.e. hand-eye coordination. It wasn't The Artist. It was like a beautiful, beautiful something.
Okay.
It was that squirrely dude. But it wasn't called The Artist. I don't think it was.
The Artist is very good.
This was
have to pay attention. Oh, okay. Yeah, no.
No, then it wasn't The Artist. 8 seasons of Wentworth, question mark, exclamation mark. I've never heard of it. Not sure. I'm ready for a long-term commitment right now, she says.
I totally understand because it's very similar to Prison Break. No. Okay. Prison Break guy is in Wentworth. The lead guy from Prison Break.
Okay.
The hot one. That's who's Wentworth. I can't remember exactly the premise of the show, but I know that was I love Prison Break.
Prison Break was awesome.
Yeah, it was good.
Good luck getting an appointment scheduled with Pat and JT to get your new podcast going. That's for you. And it says, thanks for sharing you with me and the other 11 listeners.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
absolutely
cool. That's
absolutely.
Very cool. Thank you very much for. And I hope I know I'm killing your name. J-A with a little line over the top. M-A.
Jama. Oh, I know who that is.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you. That was very nice.
Very nice. I have a couple updates here also from some messages. Joey said, all right, listen, this one's for Pat. After today's podcast, and yes, I've listened to almost every single one. I don't know which day this was. So here we go. I've never met another human who doesn't care if their food is warmed. I've been attacked for years and is glad to know that Pat, this is so funny. I got to read the last line first. Okay. Hold on. Reading through my message again, I'm a little tipsy, so be generous.
Oh, okay, great. Oh, perfect.
That's never meant another human who doesn't care. Okay, it's glad to know that Pat has my back.
I do.
I love cold. Wings, ribs, fries,
all
burgers, pasta. It's even been noticed by coworkers who are obsessed with calling me out for not using the microwave except for soup at lunch.
That's me too.
Like, why does my cold food going into my mouth affect you?
Right. Why does it turn you off and disgust you people so much that I warmed my food up before we started recording our podcast, and I figured you would comment and say, we can just wait till you're done eating. It's in there 1,000 degrees still, and I just want it to settle down a little bit.
And then the end is, JT, welcome to the world of the works of Costco. You need to hit up Kirkland vodka, dangerous and delicious.
Apparently both.
That was awesome.
Because if you eat like even spaghetti sauce, cooler, you get more of it stuck to the noodles. If it's too hot, it slides right off. It's easier to scoop up noodles.
You should go. You should do a presentation at culinary school.
I should
call Brian O'Malley and say, "Hey, hook me up."
Pat, Cold Food 101.
Let me school y'all.
Right?
Beth, one of several Beths that write to us. OMG, this is what happens when you can't sleep at 4 a.m. Defected from Pat and JT's cast-offs at number 3 to join Rusty Justice at number 16, right behind the other Beth.
Nice.
Deadeye.
I have 3 Beths on my team then. I have Beth, I have a Beth Ann, which is my Beth, and then now a third Beth?
Deadeye.
Nice.
Okay, there you go. Let's see, what's this other one? Oh, Julie said, guys, Sweet Home Alabama.
Great movie.
Remember when we talked about that? I don't remember. Anyway, oh yeah, we did just recently.
With the lightning.
Love that movie. Yes, and had to Google petrified lightning. Had to Google it. That stuff doesn't look like what was on the movie. And I found this little tidbit, and she sent me a link of like 5 or 6 things you didn't know about the movie. Mm-hmm. One of them is Deep South Glass, which is a hand-blown glass. And it's from a company, Simon Pierce, based in Vermont. And they said each piece of lightning glass requires a team of 5 glass blowers, so it doesn't happen naturally. The glass shop in Sweet Home, Alabama, was filmed at an old mill, Stars Mill in Fayette County, Georgia. Winds Pond in Sharpsburg, Georgia, is a location where Jake lands his plane. And hysterically, by the way, I do know this little tidbit, that was illegal, and they got a ticket for that.
The plane?
Landing the plane there. You weren't allowed to land planes on that lake. And then the homes that were in there were shot in Alabama. So I love that movie.
That's such a great movie.
It's fun all the way around.
Yeah.
And Laura. We've talked to Laura. Did we have Bidet talk with Laura?
Probably. Oh, that sounds familiar. Yeah.
I think it was. Anyway, had to tell you, when school started, I had to take a break from podcast listening just because it's such a different type of school year. I paused over Thanksgiving break, though, and listened to a handful of the latest episodes, and it was nice to laugh a little among the stress. I plan on listening to some more this weekend as I'm isolated in my basement due to getting COVID.
Oh, yucky. Tested
positive last weekend. Pretty confident I got it at work since I didn't go anywhere for Thanksgiving, but that's the only place where I'm near other people. Thanks for still doing your thing day after day. Your podcast has been a bright spot. I have about 100 plus episodes to catch up on, so I won't run out of entertainment in my cold, lonely basement for a while.
Oh, that's sad.
Oh, Laura.
Thank God for Uber Eats, and hopefully you have some family they can bring you some food.
Right? Toss something down the basement, please.
I know. I have to get a stupid COVID test tomorrow morning because of some travel coming up the nose one, a longy one, and I'm nervous because Beth says it's the worst thing that's ever happened to her, and she cried, and she never cries at anything. She's a tough. She calls herself a BAB, badass bitch, because she is, and so she's got me freaked out. But then Sophia, on the other hand, had to get an up the nose one, and she's like, "Dad, you are embarrassing yourself. It was not even bad."
So you're going to video this, right?
Oh, for sure. Okay. Maybe I'll video it, but I can't guarantee what my reaction is going to be because
somebody else video it.
I may puke, fart,
right?
puke all at the same time. Like I have just a mass exodus of everything out of my body. I don't know.
Totally lose control of everything.
And I love seeing the reaction of people when I tell them I'm getting it. Like I watch them.
Yeah.
Because this morning on one of our meetings, I said it beforehand. We had like 10 people on the screen, and all of them kind of go. And there was one person like, just breathe. I'm like, okay, I'll focus on you saying just breathe, Sarah. But everybody else is like.
So nobody can go with you, or doing the drive-through?
Yeah, they can go with me because I don't have symptom. I'm not symptom. I wasn't around anybody. It's just precautionary, so they can go with me.
So you're gonna, like I said, is it drive-through though at Walgreens? So then
it's not at Walgreens. It's a testing spot.
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
But Beth can go with you, or somebody can to film it.
No one's going because it's too early at 9 a.m. I'm told.
Get out
so
of here.
I'm going at 9 o'clock. So I'll be lone wolfing it.
Good luck getting that video.
I'll just put the camera on the floor.
You should. Okay.
Speaking of Soph, real quick, it's a super funny story. Earlier in the week, we're sitting there at dinner, and she's the queen of just random out of left field comments. And she's like, "Hey, I got a whatever 93 on my history test today." I'm like, "Oh, that's great." And she follows it up with, "I didn't even have to cheat." I'm like, oh my God. Like it just rolled off the tongue, took a bite of her food. I'm like, oh gosh. And I'm like, what? And she goes, yeah, I didn't have to look at anybody's paper. I just did it all myself. I'm like, great. Okay. What? Are you really saying this?
This is something new?
Yeah. Right. And I said, okay, so what was it on?
God.
She goes, well, it's history. I'm like, well, yeah. She goes, well, it was that guy. Oh, I don't know. Neapolitan Dynamite or something like that. I'm like, hold on, there's a lot in that. Neapolitan ice cream, Napoleon Dynamite, or is it Napoleon? She goes, oh, it was just Napoleon. And you got 93? She goes, yeah, it was Napoleon. And she goes, yeah. She's not too sure she didn't answer one of the questions, Napolean Dynamite. But that could have been one of the ones she got wrong.
So this was basically just lucky.
Yes. But I can't. I'm like, dude, just get through that stuff. Get through it. You get a 93. As long as you're not cheating.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm just not going to ask.
When you took your ACTs and stuff like that, like the first time around, not the ACTs, but some other tests like that. You had to fill in
Iowa Basics.
Fill in the bubbles and stuff, and you just start doing a pattern.
Because really, when you don't know the answer, it doesn't matter.
You're just like, what looks like it would fit in here.
And if there are 3 Ds in a row, you're like, well, that next one's not a D. It's got to be at least a B.
It's like preparing you for roulette. Mm-hmm. It really is. Because you look at the numbers that have been drawn so far. Can't be another 12.
And what they would really do to mess people up is just all the answers are D. Because even the smart people like you that got a 27,000 on your score or whatever it was would still be like, it can't be right.
It can't be. That would totally mess everybody up.
Yeah. It'd be a total mind screw.
Idea.
Yeah. Total mind screw. You know what that does? That levels the playing field with all us idiots over here that really do that. You know how we feel when it's time to take a test. All the time.
I think that'd be a great idea because they'd struggle.
Oh, man.
To be looking at the answers like that, I know that's right, but all the answers can't be D.
God, I would love to see all the smart kids in a twist. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. All right, so it's Pat and JT, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, or like these guys did, they emailed us, hey@patandjt.com, or slid into our DMs. You guys have a great weekend.
Joey.
Thanks, Joey.
Pat and JT Podcast, a Hurrdat Media Production.